What if I told you that the first 10 minutes after you wake up could decide whether your body burns fat or stores it all day? Sounds unbelievable, right? But science says your morning routine holds the secret to unlocking a faster metabolism and melting stubborn belly fat, especially for women. Welcome to Woman Healthy Tips, your trusted space for science-backed strategies to help women feel lighter, stronger, and more confident in their own skin. Today, we're uncovering 7 morning habits that melt belly fat for women. Habits that don't require crazy workouts or starving yourself, but small, powerful changes that reset your metabolism from the moment you open your eyes. So grab your coffee or maybe your lemon water and let's dive right in. When you wake up each morning, the very first thing you do might seem small, but it can determine how your body functions for the rest of the day. Most women underestimate the power of morning hydration and sunlight. Yet these two habits can completely shift the way your body burns fat, balances hormones, and fuels your energy. Imagine this. You open your eyes and before reaching for your phone or coffee, you choose to give your body exactly what it needs to wake up from the inside. That one decision alone can start melting stubborn belly fat that refuses to go away. It's not about diets or fancy supplements, it's about understanding how your body's internal system works and aligning your morning habits with it. The first step to transforming your metabolism begins with something so simple: drinking water. While most people rush to make their morning coffee, their bodies are still dehydrated from several hours of sleep. During the night, you lose water through breathing and sweating even if you don't feel it. When you wake up, your cells are thirsty, your metabolism is sluggish, and your digestive system is still waiting for a signal to start functioning. The moment you drink water, that signal is sent. It's like flipping a switch that activates fat burning mode. Science supports this. Studies show that consuming around 500 milliliters of water can increase metabolic rate by up to 30% within just 10 minutes. This means that something as simple as water can ignite your metabolism and help your body start burning calories early in the day. Warm water works best because it helps your body flush out toxins that might have built up overnight and gently awakens your digestive system. Adding a few drops of lemon juice gives you a dose of vitamin C, which supports liver function, the very organ responsible for fat breakdown. A pinch of Himalayan salt can add essential minerals that help maintain electrolyte balance. This isn't just about hydration, it's about preparing your body to process nutrients better and reduce bloating, which so many women struggle with. Think of it as internal housekeeping. When your body feels refreshed from the inside, it performs better on the outside. Many women notice that when they start their day hydrated, they experience fewer cravings throughout the morning. The reason is fascinating. Thirst is often mistaken for hunger, and when you're dehydrated, your brain sends mixed signals that can lead to unnecessary snacking or overeating. By drinking water first thing in the morning, you're actually calming down your appetite hormones and setting yourself up for better food control later in the day. It's one of those small but powerful steps that creates long-term fat loss without you even noticing. Think about your metabolism as a fire. If you want it to keep burning, you need to fuel it properly. Water acts like the oxygen that keeps that fire alive. Without it, your body runs slower, digestion weakens, and fat burning slows down. When you drink water early in the morning, you are literally feeding that fire, giving your body permission to start the day with energy and purpose. Over time, this simple habit helps improve digestion, boost energy levels, and even enhances the appearance of your skin because hydration supports cell renewal. Many women try every diet trend hoping to flatten their belly, yet they overlook this foundation step. No matter how clean your diet is, if your body is dehydrated, your metabolism can't perform efficiently. You can think of it as trying to wash dishes with no water is just not possible. When your cells are hydrated, nutrients move efficiently, your organs function properly, and your fat metabolism speeds up naturally. This is why morning hydration is not just about drinking something, it's about signaling to your body that the day has begun and fat burning can begin too. When this becomes a daily ritual, your body begins to trust the rhythm you've created. It wakes up expecting water, and as you give it what it needs consistently, it rewards you by functioning more effectively. Over time, women notice their bloating reduces, energy increases, and mid-morning cravings disappear. These are all signs that the metabolism is healing and the fat-burning process is beginning to stabilize. So the first habit, as simple as it may sound, holds immense power in setting the tone for your entire day. Once you have hydrated and your body has begun to wake up, the next step in melting belly fat is to reconnect with something even more natural, morning sunlight. Most people underestimate what light does to their body's hormones. When you expose yourself to early morning sunlight within the first 30 minutes of waking up, something incredible happens inside you. Your brain receives a signal through your eyes that tells it, it's morning, it's time to wake up. This message regulates your circadian rhythm, which is your body's internal clock that controls sleep, energy, appetite, and even how your body stores fat. Morning light exposure is one of the simplest but most effective ways to reset your hormones. When your circadian rhythm is aligned, your body releases hormones like cortisol at the right times. Cortisol is a natural energy hormone that helps you wake up and feel alert, but when it's unbalanced, it can trigger fat storage, especially around your belly. By getting sunlight in the morning, you're telling your body to balance cortisol naturally, reducing the risk of storing fat unnecessarily. At the same time, sunlight boosts serotonin levels, which elevate your mood and eventually convert into melatonin, the hormone that helps you sleep better at night. When your sleep improves, your body produces less ghrelin, the hunger hormone, and more leptin, the hormone that signals fullness. This entire hormonal chain starts with one simple thing: light. Women who struggle with belly fat often don't realize that their body clock might be out of sync. Staying indoors, sleeping late, and using screens first thing in the morning confuse your body's rhythm. Without natural light exposure, your brain doesn't know it's daytime, and this disrupts energy, mood, and metabolism. Studies have shown that women who get sunlight early in the day tend to have lower body fat levels compared to those who don't, even when their diets are similar. That's because the body uses light to regulate when to burn or store fat. The earlier you expose yourself to light, the sooner your body starts burning energy efficiently. Stepping outside for just 10 minutes can make a noticeable difference. You don't need to exercise or do anything intense. Simply stand on your balcony, walk barefoot in your garden, or sit near a window with sunlight streaming in. The natural light helps your brain wake up fully, sharpens focus, and gives your body a gentle push toward fat burning. Think of it as your body's morning charger. Just as your phone needs power to run, your body needs sunlight to operate efficiently. Another powerful benefit of sunlight exposure is how it supports vitamin D for production. Vitamin D plays a vital role in metabolism, mood regulation, and fat loss. Many women who struggle with fatigue and slow fat loss are unknowingly deficient in vitamin D because they don't get enough morning light. By simply spending a few minutes in the sun, your body naturally produces the vitamin it needs to regulate insulin and convert fat into energy. It's nature's way of supporting your health without effort. If you start combining the first two habits, hydrating deeply and getting sunlight, you create a natural metabolic rhythm that helps your body perform at its best. The water cleanses and activates your digestive system, while the sunlight aligns your hormones and resets your internal clock. Together, they create the perfect environment for fat burning. This is how your body is designed to work, in sync with nature, not against it. The problem is, modern lifestyles often break this rhythm with caffeine, screens, and rushed mornings. But when you choose to begin your day differently, you give your body the chance to function the way it was meant to. Over time, these two habits can completely change the way your body feels and looks. Women who practice them consistently often report better energy, clearer skin, improved digestion, and most importantly, a steady reduction in belly fat. The changes don't come overnight, but they come steadily, and they last because they are rooted in natural processes, not quick fixes. Hydration and sunlight are two of the most underrated tools for resetting metabolism and melting fat because they work with your body's natural systems rather than forcing it to adapt through extreme diets or exhausting routines. Imagine waking up tomorrow and instead of rushing, you start by drinking a glass of warm water, feeling it refresh your body, and then stepping outside to breathe in the morning air while sunlight touches your skin. It's a peaceful moment, but it's also one of transformation. You're not just waking up, you're training your metabolism, balancing your hormones, and preparing your body to burn fat efficiently all day. You begin to realize that wellness doesn't always come from doing more, but from doing the right things with awareness and consistency. When your mornings become mindful, your entire day changes. You stop feeling sluggish and start feeling in control. You begin to notice how your cravings lessen, your energy stabilizes, and your mood brightens. These are all signs that your hormones are balancing and your metabolism is running smoothly. The first two habits may seem too simple to make such a difference, yet their impact is profound. Science shows it, and experience proves it. Hydration gives your body fuel, sunlight gives it direction. Together, they form the foundation of a metabolism that burns fat naturally and keeps it off. If you make just these two changes, drinking water before coffee and stepping into morning light, you'll notice how your day begins to shift. Your body feels lighter, your energy becomes steadier, and your belly slowly begins to flatten. These changes are real because they align with how your body naturally wants to function. Each morning is a fresh opportunity to reset your metabolism and help your body do what it's built to do: burn fat, balance hormones, and keep you healthy from the inside out. After hydrating your body and soaking in that first light of the morning, the next step that truly transforms how your metabolism functions is movement. The kind of movement you do right after waking can completely change how your body uses energy throughout the day. Most women believe that to burn belly fat, they must spend hours in the gym or push through intense workouts, but that is not how the female body truly works. In reality, gentle movement before breakfast, when your body is still in a fasted state, can be one of the most powerful fat-burning strategies you'll ever use. When you move, before eating, your body taps into stored fat for fuel, which helps target the stubborn belly fat that often refuses to budge. It doesn't have to be complicated. Even 10 to 15 minutes of light activity can activate your metabolism, balance your hormones, and lift your mood in a way that sets the tone for the entire day. Think about the way your body feels when you wake up. Your muscles are stiff, your blood flow is slow, and your energy feels a bit low. When you start moving, your heart begins to pump faster, circulation increases, and oxygen floods your cells. This natural rhythm triggers your body to produce endorphins, which not only make you feel happier but also reduce stress-related hormones like cortisol. Since cortisol imbalance is one of the main reasons women hold on to belly fat, morning movement becomes a simple and direct way to regulate it. You're not just exercising, you're teaching your body to manage stress more efficiently. What's amazing is that you don't need any fancy equipment or long sessions. A brisk walk, a few rounds of stretching, yoga, or even dancing to your favorite song while making breakfast can wake up your metabolism. These movements are gentle enough to keep your body in fat-burning mode, but strong enough to signal to your brain that it's time to produce energy. Research shows that fasted movement, meaning movement before your first meal, improves insulin sensitivity and helps your body switch from burning sugar to burning fat as its primary fuel. This shift is crucial for belly fat loss because when insulin levels stay stable, your body becomes less likely to store fat and more likely to use it as energy. Another benefit of early movement is the emotional boost it provides. Women who move in the morning often experience less stress, fewer cravings, and more focus throughout the day. That's because physical activity increases dopamine and serotonin neurotransmitters that make you feel motivated and content. When your mood improves, your choices improve too. You're more likely to eat nourishing foods and less likely to turn to sugar or processed snacks for comfort. It creates a beautiful cycle where a few minutes of movement leads to healthier decisions that reinforce fat loss naturally. If you picture your body as a system of switches, morning movement flips the fat-burning switch to on. Your muscles wake up, your blood sugar stabilizes, and your metabolism starts running at full speed. Over time, these consistent morning movements help build lean muscle mass, which is the key to burning calories even when you're resting. The more muscle you build, the more energy your body uses every hour of the day. This is one reason why women who move in the morning tend to have flatter bellies and more toned bodies, even without doing extreme workouts. It's not about exhaustion, it's about consistency and timing. One of the most overlooked parts of this process is that morning movement also trains your brain to handle the day differently. It sets your mental state to one of action instead of reaction. You begin the day having already accomplished something for your health before the world even demands anything from you. That single act of self-discipline builds confidence and creates momentum. Over time, it stops feeling like an effort and starts feeling like a natural part of your day, almost like brushing your teeth. When that happens, belly fat loss becomes effortless because your body is operating in alignment with your habits. When you finish your morning movement, your metabolism is active and your body is ready for nourishment. This is where the fourth key habit comes in, a protein-rich breakfast. What you eat after waking up determines whether your body continues burning fat or starts storing it. Many women still reach for quick options like pastries, cereal, or toast because they believe breakfast is only about filling hunger. But these foods are loaded with sugars and refined carbohydrates that spike insulin levels, leading to mid-morning crashes and cravings. When insulin spikes, your body stops burning fat and starts storing it, especially around the belly. The goal is to choose foods that stabilize blood sugar, keep you full longer, and support muscle repair and fat metabolism. Protein does exactly that. It is the nutrient your body uses to build and maintain lean muscle tissue, which directly influences your metabolism. The more lean muscle you have, the more calories your body burns throughout the day, even when you're sitting or resting. When you eat a breakfast rich in protein, you're sending a message to your body that it's time to build and repair rather than store. Protein also has a high thermic effect, meaning your body uses more energy to digest it compared to carbohydrates or fats. This natural process helps you burn more calories just by eating the right kind of meal. A protein-rich breakfast can look simple. Eggs with vegetables, Greek yogurt with chia seeds, a smoothie with protein powder, or even cottage cheese with berries. All of these options provide steady energy and keep hunger under control for hours. When your blood sugar remains stable, you experience fewer cravings and avoid overeating later in the day. One of the biggest reasons women struggle to lose belly fat is because of blood sugar fluctuations. When you start your morning with sugar-heavy foods, your body enters a cycle of craving, crashing, and storing fat. Protein breaks that cycle by providing sustained energy that fuels your brain and body. Beyond metabolism, protein influences several hormones that are crucial for women's health. It reduces levels of ghrelin, the hormone that triggers hunger, and increases peptide YY, a hormone that promotes fullness. It also supports the production of important enzymes and hormones that regulate your thyroid and energy levels. Since the thyroid plays a major role in controlling metabolism, a protein-focused breakfast can directly help in maintaining a healthy metabolic rate. In simple terms, it keeps your body in fat-burning mode longer while keeping your appetite satisfied. For women aiming to lose belly fat, breakfast timing also matters. Eating within the first hour of waking up signals your body that food is available and there's no need to conserve energy as fat. When you skip breakfast, your metabolism slows down, and your body tends to hold on to fat stores as a survival mechanism. That doesn't mean you need to eat a heavy meal right away, but even a small, balanced breakfast with adequate protein helps your body feel safe to burn fat instead of storing it. It's also important to understand how protein affects mental clarity. Unlike sugary breakfasts that lead to brain fog and fatigue, protein provides amino acids that help your brain produce neurotransmitters like dopamine and acetylcholine. These chemicals improve focus, memory, and motivation, which can make your entire day more productive and balanced. When your energy is steady and your mind is clear, you're less likely to turn to food for comfort or quick energy. This is one of the hidden benefits of starting your day with the right fuel. It doesn't just shape your body, it shapes your mindset. Another crucial part of including protein in your morning is how it helps control inflammation. Many women who struggle with belly fat are actually dealing with chronic inflammation that makes fat loss harder. Protein-rich foods, especially those paired with healthy fats like avocado or olive oil, help reduce inflammatory markers and support gut health. A healthy gut means better digestion, better nutrient absorption, and a flatter belly over time. When your body digests food efficiently, it doesn't hold on to excess water or waste, which often shows up as bloating. By combining morning movement and a protein-focused breakfast, you create a powerful synergy in your body. Movement wakes up your metabolism, burns stored fat, and balances hormones, while protein locks in that momentum by giving your body the nutrients it needs to continue burning fat efficiently. These two habits work hand in hand to create lasting fat loss without deprivation or extremes. You're not just changing how your body looks, you're changing how it functions. Over time, these habits build a foundation of strength and stability in your metabolism. You'll notice you have more energy, fewer cravings, and a greater sense of control over your appetite. Your belly fat begins to reduce because your body is no longer fighting against itself. It's working with the rhythm you've created. Every morning becomes a chance to strengthen that rhythm, and every choice you make reinforces your progress. When you consistently move before breakfast and nourish yourself with protein, your body learns to trust that energy and nutrients will come at the right time. That trust reduces the stress hormones that cause fat storage and promotes the hormones that burn fat efficiently. It's a gentle, natural, and sustainable way to lose belly fat, one that honors how the female body is designed to function. Instead of forcing your body with extremes, you're guiding it with awareness and rhythm, allowing fat loss to become a natural outcome of your lifestyle rather than a constant struggle. When the morning rush begins, so many women fall into a pattern of stress that they don't even realize is sabotaging their fat loss goals. The body wakes up, and instead of moving calmly through the day's first moments, it's immediately hit with pressure-checking messages, thinking about what needs to be done, skipping breakfast, or rushing to get everyone else ready. This mental chaos triggers the release of cortisol, a hormone that is meant to help you handle stress but becomes your worst enemy when it stays elevated for too long. Cortisol is directly linked to belly fat storage because it signals to your body that it might need to hold on to energy as fat for survival. That's why no matter how healthy you eat or how often you exercise, high stress can keep belly fat firmly in place. Managing morning stress is one of the most overlooked yet crucial steps in resetting your metabolism and supporting fat loss. When cortisol levels rise in the morning, your body's supposed to use that spike to wake you up naturally, giving you energy and alertness. But when the spike stays high for hours because you're rushing or anxious, your body goes into overdrive. It releases glucose into your bloodstream for quick energy, which raises insulin levels. Over time, this leads to increased fat storage, particularly around the belly. This is not just about emotions, it's about biology. When stress dominates your morning, it sets the hormonal tone for your entire day. The result is more cravings, less energy, and slower fat burning. That's why calming your mind when you wake up is not just about feeling peaceful. It's about creating the right chemical environment for your body to burn fat instead of storing it. Small changes can make a massive difference. Instead of grabbing your phone right away, try spending the first few minutes of your morning in silence. Sit up in bed, take a few slow breaths, and let your body fully wake up. Deep breathing lowers cortisol and helps your nervous system shift from fight or flight mode into a state of balance. Some women find journaling helps writing down what they're grateful for or listing their priorities for the day in a calm way rather than reacting to chaos. Others prefer stretching or light meditation. The key is to give your brain space to transition into the day without panic. The connection between stress and belly fat is not just mental, it's deeply hormonal. When stress becomes chronic, it throws off the balance of estrogen, insulin, and thyroid hormones, all of which play a major role in how your body stores and burns fat. That's why women who constantly feel tense or anxious often notice that their belly fat won't budge, even with strict diets. By starting the morning in a calm, grounded state, you allow your hormones to work for you rather than against you. A simple way to reduce stress is through mindful movement. Stretching your body while breathing deeply increases oxygen flow and activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which tells your body it's safe. When your body feels safe, it doesn't need to store fat as protection. The same goes for listening to calming music, drinking your morning water slowly, or even stepping outside for a moment of fresh air before the noise of the day begins. These small actions teach your body that mornings are not something to fear or rush through, but a gentle start that supports balance and fat metabolism. Another important part of managing morning stress is learning to avoid information overload early in the day. Constantly scrolling through news or social media first thing in the morning floods your brain with stimuli that trigger anxiety and comparison. That emotional stress, even if you don't feel it immediately, increases cortisol and disrupts your focus. The more you can create a peaceful buffer before the world starts demanding your attention, the more your metabolism benefits. Women who protect their morning calm often find that their cravings decrease and their energy lasts longer because their cortisol curve stays steady rather than spiking wildly. By managing morning stress, you're not only protecting your emotional health, you're setting up your entire hormonal system for success. You'll digest food better, control your appetite naturally, and make clearer choices throughout the day. This is one of the most underrated fat loss tools because it doesn't come from exercise or diet, but from emotional awareness and nervous system balance. When you start your day from a calm state, your body can finally focus on burning fat instead of fighting stress. Once you've calmed your morning energy and balanced your stress, the next key step is to pay attention to how you eat. So many women sabotage their fat loss goals without realizing it simply because of how they approach their meals. Mindless eating has become one of the most common habits of modern life. Breakfast is often eaten standing at the counter, scrolling through the phone, or rushing out the door. In these moments, the brain is distracted, the senses are dull, and the body doesn't register what's happening. You may finish your food, but your brain never receives the message that you've eaten. This disconnect leads to overeating, poor digestion, and more fat storage. Mindful eating is the complete opposite of that. It's the practice of being fully present with your meal, tasting, smelling, and appreciating it. It may sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. For fat loss, when you eat mindfully, you give your digestive system time to activate properly. Your stomach releases the right enzymes, your brain registers satiety signals, and your hormones respond in balance. You end up eating less without feeling deprived, and your body digests food more efficiently, preventing bloating and unnecessary fat gain. Studies have shown that when people eat slowly and consciously, they consume fewer calories and have better insulin sensitivity. This means their body can process sugar and nutrients without triggering excess fat storage. For women struggling with belly fat, this is essential because insulin resistance is one of the main reasons fat accumulates in that area. By eating with awareness, you're helping your body stay sensitive to insulin, which means it can burn fat instead of storing it. The way you eat also affects stress levels, which creates a beautiful cycle when done right. Eating in a calm, mindful state signals to your nervous system that everything is safe, reducing cortisol and allowing digestion to work efficiently. But when you eat while stressed or distracted, your body interprets it as danger. Blood is redirected away from your digestive organs toward your muscles because your brain thinks you need to fight or flee. This means food sits heavier in your stomach, digestion slows down, and bloating increases. Over time, this contributes to more fat accumulation. To practice mindful eating, start with small steps. Sit down for your meal, take a few deep breaths, and look at your food before you take the first bite. This helps your brain register that it's time to eat. Chew slowly and try to notice the flavor and texture. Avoid multitasking during meals. It may feel strange at first, but soon you'll realize that your body feels lighter, your digestion improves, and you're satisfied with less food. These changes add up over time and make a big difference in how your metabolism performs. Another benefit of mindful eating is that it helps reconnect you with hunger and fullness cues. So many women have lost touch with what true hunger feels like because they eat according to the clock or out of habit. When you start paying attention to your body, you learn to recognize when you're genuinely hungry and when you're just bored or stressed. This awareness allows you to stop eating when you're comfortably full rather than stuffed. Over time, it helps your stomach and appetite adjust naturally, reducing overeating and supporting fat loss. Mindful eating also changes your emotional relationship with food. Instead of seeing meals as a source of guilt or stress, you begin to appreciate them as nourishment. This positive mindset reduces emotional eating, which is one of the biggest contributors to belly fat. When food becomes a moment of care rather than punishment or distraction, your entire attitude toward health changes. When you combine mindful eating with a calm morning routine, the results compound. Your body stays relaxed, your hormones remain balanced, and your metabolism functions smoothly. You digest food better, absorb nutrients sufficiently, and reduce inflammation, which helps flatten your belly and boost overall wellness. Mindful eating teaches you to trust your body again, to listen when it speaks, and to give it what it truly needs rather than what stress or habit demands. When these two habits, managing stress and eating mindfully, become part of your mornings, they turn your day into a rhythm of balance rather than chaos. You stop rushing through life and start moving through it with awareness. Your cortisol stays balanced, your digestion becomes more efficient, and your cravings fade naturally. These changes may seem subtle at first, but they are deeply transformative. You begin to notice that your belly feels lighter, your energy more stable, and your connection with your body stronger. It's not about dieting or depriving yourself. It's about realigning with the natural intelligence of your body. Every calm breath you take and every mindful bite you eat becomes an act of teaching your body how to burn fat efficiently, maintain hormonal harmony, and restore the natural confidence that comes from feeling healthy and in control.